So, Monday, Daily Trader TV. It's episode 15. It's the second of the second. No, it's not, is it? It's the 5th. It's the 5th of February 2018. And today's question is, what is a correction? And just a reminder, speculation is a risky game. I'm not allowed to give you individual advice on stocks. I'm not qualified. Don't follow me into trades. Trading can involve losing more than your initial stake if you're going to use leverage with spread bettors. So without further ado, let's go and see what's happening in the markets. Okay, so on Friday we had a big down day in America, in the S&P and in the Nasdaq, 1 to 2% declines across the board. Completely normal. US has been in a huge bull run for quite a long time now. Transport is starting to come back into an interesting area around the 50. See if it's going to make a move back into the 100. UK is open this morning. Europe's opened. We've got a gap down below reasonably significant levels. Something to keep an eye on. FTSE's, the small cap's down. FTSE 250's down. FTSE 350's down. FTSE 100's down. Still in a bullish uptrend. So, question, what is a correction? So a correction is anything from a 1 to 20% decline from the previous high. After 20%, it becomes what we call a bear market. So what we're looking at here is a correction. So how big a correction is it? And is it something to be concerned about? Well, for me, it looks like completely normal price action as it stands, but something to keep our eyes on. So we can see here that from its high, it's roughly a 5% correction. So we're roughly at 1.5% here. If we go back to the high, at 7.5. So it's roughly a 6% correction. It's completely normal. 5 to 10% corrections are completely normal. They're healthy and they happen all the time. The problem is that most people aren't using any risk management processes, don't have setups, and they get carried away on the euphoria of making money. So if we zoom out, last year was one of the best years I've ever been in the stock market. So since Trump got in here, this was Trump's election, when, what date did he get in? Anyway, I'll look the date up, but basically you can see the run we've had. We've had a fantastic run. We went sideways for a bit and we put a small correction back in. That's all normal price action. But people will be freaking out because just about everybody's had a good year last year. And now they're starting to panic about profits. So there'll be a lot of people on Twitter who trade stocks getting quite emotional. Probably making up all kinds of trades about how they sold just before it went down and how now they're getting back in, and complete twaddle. What you need to be able to do is sit through all this. So I did a video. I've changed the spreadsheet round a bit just to make it a bit more cleaner. So there's a video that I did recently about money, what is money, if you go back and have a look. And I said to you that you need to take the pound sign off these numbers and be indifferent to the fact that it's money. It's just a number. It's just like a leaderboard on Space Invaders. So if you think of it in terms of money, you're going to be looking. These numbers wouldn't be here only for the fact that you guys are watching these videos. So it's there for your benefit, not mine. I would just take these numbers off if this spreadsheet, it's of no use to me. I'm not interested how much it goes up each day and how much it goes down each day. What I'm trying to impress upon you is that you push up and make new highs. So we started off with £100,000 in the model portfolio. By the way, this isn't my account. The trade, I've taken these trades, but this is a model portfolio. So it's a way of demonstrating to you how I would handle £100,000. So we started with £100,000. It went up to £108,000, £109,000. Right, and during this correction, it's come back to £103,000. So you can see that if you think about it in terms of money, you think, oh, I've lost £5,000. That is going to play with you emotionally, and it's what prevents most people from making money in the stock markets. Where your money's made is in managing these risks, managing the risk, and then understanding what it is you're trying to do. So, for example, if we look at the swing trade that we've got on, I've told you I'm in here. And if it goes below this line here, I sell no matter what. I don't care what the reason is, I sell. Right, so I'm in here, I sell here. Now, anything can happen. I call it a spider crawling across a page. Anything between here and here is just like a spider running across a page. And what I'm hoping for is that the spider's going to run up to this line. If the spider gets this line, I sell, and we'll make twice the risk. So if we go back to the spreadsheet, EQM, you can see how many I've bought, where I got in, where I get out, how much I risked. Right, and currently we're losing £651, but that is meaningless to me. I couldn't care less. It bears no relevance to the process that I have in place. So the numbers, if you're focused on these numbers, you're focused on the wrong numbers. What you want to be focused on are these numbers. These numbers and how much I'm risking. These are the important parts. Okay, so just to recap, very, very weak markets last week, and looks like they're starting off weak again now. We're way off all-time highs. Just having a quick look through. AMAT, very weak last week. CML coming in. DPEU issued a news report today, not insignificant. EQM weak. Now, could we take a loser? Quite easily. FLTA weak. Bowl flat. On the beach. Just coming back in. Cake weak. PhotoMe weak. RFX weak. Gym weak. I have a portfolio to keep my eye on what retail investors are doing. So a lot of retail investors are in these stocks that I've got in this portfolio. So you can see that the whole market's weak today. So got a lot on today. I've explained to you what a correction is, and we've just done a quick recap. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments, give it some likes, share it on Twitter, tell your friends on Instagram. And let's see if we can get some more subscribers in. I I will have some news during the week for something special I want to do for you guys that were here at the beginning. So I'll tell you later on in the week. Bye for now.